linebacker,
Gotcha.
about 70% of our players. And so it means that they're going to have a new mechanic where they can jump the snap, and if they time it right, they can have an aggressive move or a finesse move to get around the O-lineman, hopefully get in the backfield, tackle the running back, or tackle the quarterback.
Great. Love the presentation we're seeing right here. Obviously, polished graphics. Because every time I talk to you about Madden, I want it to look more and more like I'm watching TV, and it looks like right here.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we are. Oh, look at the brand new San Francisco Stadium.
First look, we built it before they did. I think they're still working on it right now.
They are still working on it. When are you going to change the logo to reflect they're now in Santa Clara and the San Francisco 49ers are dead?
We'll wait until they tell us to do that.
Okay, all right.
We're sticking with San Francisco
I'm
for
telling
now.
you, but it's no big deal. So, the first thing I think everyone notices about this Madden is how good it looks. You're talking about defense and all these things under the hood we're about to see, but you guys put out the photo, the image of Kaepernick, and everybody flipped out that it looks so good.
I have to admit, until I saw that side-by-side comparison, I didn't even realize what a big leap it was. And I've been standing in the booth here at E3 all day and hearing people behind me just go, wow, wow, what a huge leap. So we're really excited about it. One of the things we did is you look at the players here on the screen, we actually rebuilt the player bodies from the ground up. So you'll notice that the details of the pads are really carving through now. You see the shoulder pads, the way that they kind of cut through, the chest area. Everything about the players just really pops, and we've got new cameras that really pays it off.
Is that the benefit, I guess, of having another 9 months with the hardware?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had a really good foundation last year. I mean, we did have a game we were proud of that really set us up, but another year to go even deeper and wider allowed us to get to this level, and it's just making the game look really polished.
Oh my God, look at that presentation.
Everybody
this is what I'm talking about.
When people see those quarterback runouts, they have that reaction. It's exactly what we want.
So one of the things you were talking about, right, is kind of the death of cutscenes, right? It's all on-field emotion. Now, what does that mean?
So you're going to see that as we play through here. In the past, when we would have a reaction like a touchdown celebration, we would do a cutscene, which means we would unload all the players on the field and show essentially 3 players celebrating or reacting. Now you're going to see, as the play occurs, the emotion happens on the field. It happens real time, and it's all seamless. And it's, can be the offense if they had a good play, it can be the defense if they rejected. You're just going to see it happen on the field. And then our cameras frame it in a new way. We actually hired an NFL film cinematographer to come in and rethink the way the game is presented.
The best in the business, now working on the best game for
Best
football.
in the business, 9-year veteran. He worked on Hard Knocks, ESPN 30 for 30.
Here's my problem. Is that there's so much happening. I'm seeing a million things to call out, but we're clicking through too quick. Right now, this is the defense stuff. What was perfect about that?
So you saw the perfect flash. So what that means is at the line of scrimmage, you'll see a white ring that collapses around the player ring. That's your window to jump the snap. So you pull R2 in this case.
Gotcha.
If you hit it, it says perfect. If you're late, it will say late. Then you've got the mechanic of the X or the square button to actually make your aggressive or finesse move. And if you win that battle, you'll get in the backfield and be disruptive.
Now, will that only work in player versus AI, or how's it? Because
head-to-head as well. So online, it works in all cases.
So it would just be saving it until I snap the ball or you snap the ball?
Exactly. So the window opens when the ball is snapped. You'll see the player ring here. You'll watch the white ring that comes around as the ball is snapped. There it is. And so he timed it again perfectly. Then you saw the button come up above his head telling you to hit it. And that will get the aggressive or the finesse move. So that's another thing we've done is we've added a lot of player indicators that tell you when to do the mechanics.
Gotcha.
Something that we haven't had in Madden in the past. We're really excited about. In
your presentation, obviously, you had a big part of the green ring, right, for tackling. That's something you guys focused on. You want to tell us more about that?
Yeah, so you'll see as the play unfolds here, if he doesn't get in the backfield, or even if he does, you'll see this tackle wedge come out. That wedge is essentially your proximity cone.
Okay.
And if the ball carrier gets in that proximity cone, you'll see the button flash above your player's head telling you can make the tackle. We've got 3 levels of tackles.
Okay.
Ultra conservative, and then the ever popular hit stick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you still got the hit stick.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
I'm not here playing a 2-hand touch when I play the Madden.
Force the fumble.
Exactly.
Right? Force the big hit, get the wow moment. That's still there. You can still do that on the stick. There's a big one right there. And there's the proximity cone. You can do the hit stick on the square button as well.
And so, for me, when I was watching the conference and you guys showed up and you had the proximity cone, my first knee-jerk reaction was bad memories of the quarterback vision cone. Remember this?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is not that.
It is not that at all.
Okay.
Visually, it does look kind of similar, so not surprising. Right. But the people that have played it today, when we've had people come to the studio and play it, it's wholly different. And it's really a great teaching tool. It's honestly hard to tackle in 3D space, and this is a great tool to tell you when to do it and when the window to tackle is open.
I'm assuming, like everything else that Madden ever implements, these are all options you could turn off
as
well, right?
That's
so if you want the pure, I know Bobby in 1984 is watching at home right now saying, oh man, they are dumbing down Madden. They're not dumbing down Madden. They're
Correct.
just giving an option for people who are slower on the uptake like me
Absolutely.
to get back on board.
You got to realize that there's new people coming to Madden every year. You know, some of us, myself, yourself, we've been playing it for years. We know how to play the game.
Yeah.
There's new people that we want to onboard and train to play this game because it's a deep game, so it's a new way to train them. But of course, we thought about that. Our sim guys are going to want to turn it off and play more of a simulation
Madden
experience.
Pros.
Yep.
I love, when we come back to the play selection screen, I want to point it out, but you have this community call out of what percent people are calling and how that all works.
Yep.
I love that fact. Is this a more, I guess, integrated online Madden?
It absolutely is. So in play call, we've got community picks, which looks at really millions of games going back to Madden 25 at the start of launch. And what it's saying is, in the situation you're in now, like you might be in a red zone offense.
Average yards, what the
Yep, it's telling you what the community has done in that situation, like 3rd and long or red zone defense. And then it's telling you what they've averaged when they call that play. So for a new guy coming to Madden, or maybe doesn't have the football culture in his mind, it helps recommend plays for him to call.
So, it seems like, even though this is, there was good, there you go.
Great play, and then you get a great reaction.
It seems like this is a good use of the PlayStation 4, that's what we're playing on, Go Trophies. You're bringing in some of the stuff you use Smart Glass for, right?
We did, and actually we brought Smart Glass over to the PS4 as well this year.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of the players that use that said that they wanted to see it more in play call, so we actually created it on the console this year.
No, I mean, that's the thing. I always thought Smart Glass was super, super cool, but I never used it that much, right? Because like I want to sit down, I want to play a game of Madden, I don't want to deal with it. But having it integrated where I can see what the community has done, how much they get from that, that's awesome.
Yep. It goes a little bit deeper too. In that screen, we've got strategy picks, which we recommend based on the situation what you should call, and then we track every play that you're running. So your frequent plays, your favorite plays are going to show up in that same list as well, and tell you what you're averaging when you call that play.
Gotcha. And this is a much, I'm a big stickler for interfaces. This is a much cleaner looking interface.
Yep.
And I like this new 3rd and 26.
You know, it's kind of sad that we didn't have the down and distance in the game. It took us this long to get there, but the down and distance is finally in Madden. It's been in television for a while. It should have been in video games quite a while ago, so we got it in as well, so we're excited about that.
So I always ask you guys when you come in, how hard is it to keep making Madden? I feel like you get 9 months to turn the game around, right? And there's so many ideas that have to go, well, next year. I mean, you're looking at this game, you see when you guys have a little bit more time with something, how it can look and how it can, spring up.
Believe it or not, this is a shortened cycle because
really?
we shipped in November, right, for the next gen, and so we actually had a shortened cycle. But again, we had a good, solid foundation to grow from, and a good vision going into this year. And the results we hope speak for themselves. So it is difficult every year. It's an annual cycle, like all sports titles are.
Yeah.
But we're always happy when we feel like we have a really kind of breakthrough year, like we hope we do now. So there's a new quarter break example here. It's a new presentation. This is Brian Murray stuff. Really cool replays. We actually have some new music in the game.
Okay.
Boom Boom Pow, finally gone. 2008, 2008 is finally out of the game.
Alex told me a Jets fan over here freaking out that it's gone.
Yeah, sorry, Boom Boom Pow's gone now.
Yeah, Madden fans know it well.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed our gameplay camera here is a lot tighter. This is the new default camera.
Oh, this is default now.
This is default now, and we did that because at the line of scrimmage, you can cycle between all the available cameras. You can go up and down as he's doing right here. So you're seeing like our wide camera, our all 22 camera, and that's even broadcast that you can play in. In the past, those cameras were buried in the pause menu, and you could only select one at a time. So because you can cycle real time and pre-play, we really like the idea of really tightening the default camera because you can change it whenever you want.
Nice. Well, yeah, the game looks great. I mean, what are you guys doing now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it always fascinates me the final few months leading up to getting a game out. I guess weeks now, honestly, for you guys.
Yeah, about 5-6 weeks away. It's polish. And it's funny when you're here at E3 and you're playing the game all the time, you see all the stuff that you still have left to get done. Of course, you still see a few bugs here, but we're really polished.
I like that you see the bugs, and I'm just like, this is beautiful. Oh, you got this and you got that. Oh.
Yeah, when you build it and you're in the booth all day and you're playing game after game, you're just like, why did that happen? So we're excited when E3 is over to get back home and really finish polishing this up. But I mean, I love these replays where you see the detail of the players really popping through. So now he's going into concept. Concept will train you how to use concept plays in Skills Trainer. But concept basically uses real football terms, and we tell you which concepts are effective against which defenses or which offenses. So it's kind of a deeper football experience for the fans that want to really go deeper in Madden.
See, that's what I like a lot about it. I always talk about this, that I feel like Madden's to that point where, like, you know, you watch me play Bobby in all the IGN videos, right? In the beginning, I was just destroying him, but then when he finally settled down and made a game plan and played real football, I started falling apart. And I feel like Madden is at that point where it's such a simulation, right, that I have trouble as a casual fan who didn't ever play football knowing what to do, when to do it. But as you guys integrate all this stuff, it makes a lot of sense.
I think play call is going to help you. Skills trainer, which was a big story for us last year, I think we had around 19 drills. We have 45 to 50 drills in skills trainer this year. And data tells us the guys that go in there and spend time in skills trainer are better players. They get more wins online, they knew the mechanics, so big catch there.
That was like a spear mid-air.
Beautiful.
Rhino is back.
Crabtree. I think Sherman was on him. There's going to be a little trash talking in post play there, we know. Yeah, sure, that's Sherman going for the attack, a big hit.
Dang. No
going for the hurdle.
Lost. But I love the previous play stuff down here about the yards gained and how that works out.
That's a new idea as well. And we know sometimes you go online and you play these guys who run the same play over and over. They're running screens to the flat. And you're like, what play is he running? You now can see what play they're running and attack that. You can turn that off as well, though. Some fans don't want to see that. You can turn that off as well.
Just the cheesers like me who used to put their wide receivers in as tight ends. Look at Gore getting fancy out there.
Very nice.
Rex, what you trying to prove?
Kaepernick's tattoos, so that was a big story. You mentioned that screenshot that we released. We got his tattoos in the game. They're authentic. He actually went out and licensed his tattoos.
Wow.
That's why we got them in the game. He got the rights to use them with a licensor, so that's why we got him in the game. He's actually the only player right now that's got his tattoos in the game.
That's the future, everybody.
That is the future.
Start licensing your tattoos. If you're
getting the rights, not like getting the rights to your tattoos.
I know what you mean. Make sure that art can be used, obviously.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I think your average Madden player might not think about, right?
Absolutely.
Like, oh, what? He's clearly got a tattoo there. Why wouldn't he use that? Well, that's the copyrighted image someone owns the rights to.
I think it started with the Mike Tyson tattoo and then the Hangover soap.
49ers collapsing as they always do. I'm sorry, the Santa Clara 49ers.
Against the Seahawks, no less. So is this a sign of things to come?
Yeah. Well, it's just exciting for me because, you know, I'm a Bears fan. Bears opened the new stadium against the 49ers. And so I'm going, and my 49ers fans are like, yeah, how'd it work out? Well, last time you went to a Bears game in San Francisco. And I'm like, well, that's a good point. But the record between the Chicago Bears and the Santa Clara 49ers is 0-0.
Absolutely.
So we're building a new legacy here as to what's going to happen.
Fresh start, hope of a new season.
Davis,
See the reaction here.
So what else? I mean, what else is the new hotness in Madden for you?
Well, so just in the gameplay camera, one of the reasons why this looks really nice is we've dialed this in. Is we've actually got 3D grass turned on in this view. We've got self-shadowing turned on the players. We've got our highest LED shader. So we really amped up the graphics in that view. So it paid off quite a bit. In Skills Trainer, we've got a new story around the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
No.
The Gauntlet is essentially the accumulation of all the drills that we teach you. And then you run through this kind of mini game of one drill at a time trying to get the highest score.
Okay.
Everybody's amped about it when they play it.
It sounds like quite the challenge. Now, real quick, what was that radial wheel he pulled up before? That was new, right?
Yeah, so that's the matchup stick or the coach stick. Essentially in pre-play here, we know the coaches look for a matchup, so you can see where you might have a speed advantage or where you might have a... Exactly, so you might have a shed block advantage as well, and then you can target that just like coaches do in the real world.
See, that's the stuff Bobby just knows and I don't know.
Exactly.
So now I can use the technology against him. That's what I like.
A really effective one in the coach stick is you can see where your run blocking strength is, so you can see which side of the line you want to run to more effectively.
Awesome. I like this. You've built in plenty of tools for me now to try to figure all of this out. It looks great, man. When's it coming out?
August 26th.
All right, Madden NFL 15, August 26th. Bobbia 1984. The game is going to teach me to destroy you in a way you've never seen before. So everyone come to IGN, watch those commentaries. Sean, it looks great.
Thanks.